Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your Hypoxix coach for today, and we have level 4.7 chair teaser. This is a level 4 movement and a level 7 breathography, meaning we're adding in our 10 beat breath retentions at the conclusion of each of our engaged exhales. We have 2 breath cycles only, but those long 10 beat breath retentions, where we are strengthening the stamina of our deep abdominals at the end of that exhale when we retain our breath and keep our abdomen loose around our waist, or at least decrease the pressure between your abdomen and the abdomen as you go through that soft shish and loud shish of your engaged exhale, and also keep it loose on the breath retentions. If you can't feel that, or you can't feel the difference between tight and loose in your abdomen, you may need to loosen your abdomen a tiny bit when you do these isolated core exercises, just because of the natural thickening of the waist due to the increased contraction of the abdominal muscles, and also the natural just like folding of the skin and the subcutaneous fat when we go into any kind of core exercise like this. And if you still can't feel the difference between the two, you just may need to bring it back to levels 1, 2, or 3 before you come into this challenging, this very advanced level 4. So if you're working with a Hypoxix coach and they've suggested a variation on this exercise, you always want to follow that, because that's there to optimize your program based on your assessment. Otherwise, perfect starting place. So let's begin with the ball in between the inner thighs here. And you're going to squeeze the ball. Knees are shooting over the third toes. And the ball not only engages the deep core more effectively, but it also serves as tactile feedback. So if it turns out that the ball starts moving around too much when you are performing this exercise, it could be that you've lost your pelvic stability. And we want to use that for feedback, because if you've lost your pelvic stability, you could be reinforcing dysfunction and cause injury. So you just want to meet yourself where you're at and go back to a level 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so make sure to pay attention to that. Now, this exercise is as much a posture exercise as it is a core exercise. So let's go over the postural elements. Interlace your fingers, pull them apart. So if the fingers are slippery, they pull apart just like that. Then put those hands right behind your head. Drive your head back into your hands. Hypoxix head stance is pushing back into your hands and also lifting up off of your shoulders. So you're heightening your spine as you go through this exercise. So heighten, heighten, heighten. This is all about posture here. And then we're going to find a point that's far away from us, and we're going to stare at it. That's our visual component. Stare far. We always get specific with the visual system to work the shape of the eyeballs, the muscles of the eyes. Our nervous system is optimized, so we're going to use that here in this core exercise. Also, when you find your point to stare at, pull your head back away from it. There's a little like force of opposition, right? Find your point and then pull back. Okay, so now pelvis. Make sure the weight is equal between the two sit bones. If it's not, try to adjust that. And also find your neutral. Don't be forward on the pubic bone. Don't be too far back on the tailbone. Be about halfway between the 2 points, but you can deduce whether or not you're in neutral when you come up to the teaser exercise. You should be feeling abdominals and hip flexors working, but not feel pain in the low back and not really feel the low back working. If you do, then you, especially when you add the engaged exhale, then you just need to go back to a previous level. They're all great core strengthening exercises. Don't worry. This is a very advanced core exercise here. Okay, so head stance, find your point. Let's take it from our zip up activation. Keep that ball nice and still, neutral spine, zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. And blow. Hold the breath. 10, 9, 8, 7. Loose ribbon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Tighten the spine. Loosen the ribbon. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Loose ribbon. 4, 3. Lifted. 2, 1. And you're finished. Amazing work.